Welcome everyone to the Goldie Initiative's inaugural Impact Summit. Welcome everyone. We are here today to celebrate the Goldie Initiative's accomplishments over the 2023-24 school year, culminating with the graduation of our many Goldie scholars. Congratulations to the graduates. If you are a graduate, please stand and be recognized. All our graduates, please stand up. Congrats. And congratulations to everyone in attendance today. You have all made an impact on our program. Whether you are a Goldie Scholar, mentor, alumni, board member, volunteer, or donor, we appreciate your contribution to our mission, which is to change the commercial real estate industry. I am Megan Abraham, CEO of the Goldie Initiative. Welcome to our Zoomers who are here at our virtual, on their virtual feed. Welcome to you as well. The new format of this event, formerly known as the Goldie Scholar Luncheon, provides us with the opportunity to celebrate our collective accomplishments with our most valued stakeholders, all of you. While our Goldie Gala, which takes place at the beginning of the school year, is also a celebration, this focus is different. But we look forward to seeing you all on September 19th at Union Station for the Goldie Gala. Mark your calendars. Today's summit allows us to demonstrate the impact each of you have had on our success this school year, which was also recognized just a few weeks ago, for those of you who were there, as a special achievement of the year at the Commercial Real Estate Awards for Chicago. Thank you. We are very excited to summarize what we have accomplished as we have come together today, as well as share our plans for the future. Our organization truly is one of a kind because of you, our amazing community. Thank you so much for being here. And now I would like to introduce you to our founder, Ms. Goldie B. Wolf-Miller.
You notice I'm short, right? Short isn't bad. I remember when I started over 50 years ago, I wanted to make an impact or just be noticed. So I would wear high heels and I would wear a bouffant hat, whatever style, and wear this obnoxious looking hat and show up at every meeting and go to the head table. That's how I started. I used the word obnoxious. I tried to tone that down over the years. Not successfully, but I tried. So an impact summit, I didn't know what it was, to be honest with you. You know, you get so used to these luncheons that celebrated our scholars. So I have, where's Megan? Megan. So Megan wrote the impact summit, so I had to look it up. What is an impact summit? Okay, impact, according to my good friend Google, who is my best friend in the world. Okay, impact is a significant or major effect or influence, an impact of science on our society. Well, okay, so now the impact of the Goldie Initiative on real estate. So we are right there, summit, the top most level attainable peak. We're it. So I guess a few years back, I said, we're the largest program of its kind in the country and the best. I had no idea if that was true, but I figured if I said it, someone would then say, you know, Goldie, that's not true. And they would say, there's another organization that's bigger and better. 5 years later, no one has claimed that title. So yes, we are at the peak. We are the best, the largest, and some of the comments you're going to hear today is why we're there. We urge you to celebrate with our scholars. I mean, that's really what we're doing. The heart and soul of what we do is for these young people. And you're going to hear from 2 success stories in a couple of minutes. But we're all going to talk about where we've been, but we're really going to talk about and focus of where we're going. And we have some new awards, which are really exciting because, you know, on our big Shiro event, we just honor one person. And that's great. And we have a couple of Sheros in the audience, so thank you for being here. But really, the thank you is for all of you. Now, you're going to hear this all, the next half hour, so get used to it. We're here to thank you. Because I have to tell you, there would be no Goldie Initiative without your efforts, your input. And if you look at the annual report and you see the volunteers, it's just overwhelming. So we may be the best and the brightest. We're also the luckiest. We were the right time at the right place with the right story. We would not have reached the summit without you. So when you walk away, there's going to be 4 pillars we're going to talk about. And those 4 pillars are with this group. It's scholarship, mentorship, leadership, and networking. That's our 4 pillars. So it's not just the money we raise, but I'm overwhelmed with the programs we have. So they wanted me to spend a minute and two. How did I start this? And maybe you've all heard this. So the story doesn't change. So I apologize if you heard this 10 times. It's not going to change 10 years from now either. My husband, Jack, taught me this concept of strategic philanthropy. That means don't give just a check, do something. So I looked in the mirror one day and I said, okay, what do I really want to be involved with? Of course, it's real estate. I spent 50 years in this. And of course, it's women. But where are the men? I want the men to stand up. I do this all the time. Let's give them a round of applause because they are really, thank you, not for just being men, but being supportive of what we do, which is great. It's nice that they're men too. I don't mind that. So at that point in time, I said, those are the 3 areas. And I wanted Roosevelt University because that's where I went to school. I graduated. They gave me scholarships. They gave me work. So that's how we started Roosevelt. And it was great. It was great for so many years. But then we saw that there's other opportunities, other schools. So where's Suzanne Knoll? Oh, you got to stand up. She yelled at me for 5 years and said, you have to maybe offer some of these opportunities to other schools. So we did our own 501c3, and therefore, that's how the Goldie Initiative started. The first event, and this was still at Roosevelt, and I was so proud, we raised $60,000 on a boat trip. Now, we're in the millions. I never wanted a gala. I thought, who wants to sit near someone you hate who's on the right side and the left side? You don't want to talk to them. They're a waste of your time. They're boring, ugly, whatever you want to say. And who wants to eat another chicken dinner? They're awful. They're dry. They're boring. Blah, blah. So we had a gala, but it was a networker on steroids. And what's really interesting, that this way you really do get to network, was with one of our pillars. Now, which is really interesting, they're all doing this. If you went to this event where we got this great award, 2,000 people, we would always sit down and, have this awful dinner. Now it's just networking, which is really kind of interesting. So where are we today? 17 campuses, 35 current scholars, 200 total over the last 17 years. And now we're at the East Coast, Boston, New York, DC, Philadelphia, on and on and on. And I'm not ashamed to say that you all are leading the charge. You all in terms of the professional staff, the mentors, so the volunteers. And it's really just spectacular. We're making a difference. You're not just writing a check. So all the volunteers, if you look at your annual report, there are hundreds. It's really wonderful. It's very special. So you all have helped us reach this summit. So my final little comment is the words to the scholars. And that's not just the new scholars, but the ones who have already graduated. And there's so many here in terms of we have alums and mentors, on and on. Congratulations. But you're not through. There is no free lunch here. So stay involved. And I say this all the time, so again, I'm being repetitive. Join the alumni group, become a mentor, and of course, raise money, because you can't go into all these wonderful programs without that effort. So I'm not ashamed. I make all these calls like everybody else does, so that's a real critical element. There's a school in downtown Chicago. It's called Providence St. Mel, and their comment is always interesting to me. Quote, "If it is to be, it's up to me." So that's what my word to the scholars are. Walk around, shake everyone's hand, thank them, look them right in the eye. And this is really an opportunity for you to thank all the people that have been involved. So I want to introduce two, I call them success stories. It's my honor to do that. The first one, and I've been practicing your name, so I hope I say this right. Okay, I've practiced in front of Myra. Myra Wizar, did I say it right? Okay, I have it printed out so I can read it. Who's going to talk about leadership and networking. And Jessica Caffrey, where is she? Oh, good, okay. Who's going to talk about scholarship and mentorship. And these are real stories that are just heart tugs, because these are the success stories that we're so proud of, but we have 200 of them. So thank you for making this happen. And I'm looking forward to hearing all the presentations.
There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited and honored to be here with you today, representing the Goldie Scholars. I'm Myra Huizar, a recent graduate of UIC Law and a part of this year's cohort of Goldie Scholars. When I graduated 2 weeks ago, after being the first in my family to earn a bachelor's degree, I also became the first in my family to earn a law degree. As a law student, I quickly learned that I did not want to be in a courtroom. Instead, my interests lied at the intersection of law and real estate, with the hope of one day negotiating on behalf of my clients and counseling them through deals. However, while law school provided a strong foundation for the legal principles, it offered a limited exposure to the intricacies of the real estate industry. For me, the Goldie Initiative filled a gap in my journey and bridged my two interests, real estate and law. The Goldie Initiative welcomed me in and offered three invaluable gifts: opportunity, mentorship, and a support system. Throughout the year, the Goldie Initiative gave us countless opportunities to learn, engage, and network. From workshops on building our brand and overcoming imposter syndrome, to intimate meetings with Shiros, pushing us to give our pitches and receive feedback, the opportunities were truly endless. I was blessed with not one, but two mentors, a real estate attorney and a senior principal at a real estate investment firm. Julie and Amanda, thank you so much for your patience, time, and guidance. And every Wednesday was a Wednesday with Goldie. As I shared with her my fears and goals, she reminded me that our hindrances become our greatest assets. Thank you, Goldie, for pioneering this organization, your fearlessness, and your perseverance. With every call and event came an opportunity to foster genuine connections with my cohort. To my cohort, I stand in awe of all that you have already accomplished. I stand in awe of those of you who work, study, hold internships, and have families to care for. Our class is made up of developers, consultants, architects, lawyers, the list goes on and on. They're all fierce-driven women who I know will accomplish great things. To my fellow Goldie Scholars, thank you for all that you have taught me. You all have made this experience much more than I could have ever imagined. In the fall, I will begin my legal career as an associate at Polsinelli in their capital markets, commercial lending, and real estate finance groups. In closing, I thank Goldie for her initiative and commitment to empower women in commercial real estate. As a first-generation student, the organization served in more ways than one to support me on my journey. On behalf of my cohort, I thank Goldie for her initiative and passion towards this cause. Lastly, thank you to every donor and mentor who has donated money and time to this wonderful organization. Congratulations to my fellow Goldie Scholar graduates. I can't wait to see what we will do with this next chapter and how we can contribute as alumni. Thank you.
Good afternoon again. Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Caffrey. I am the Executive Director of the Cook County Land Bank, and I am a Goldie Scholar. First of all, thank you. I would like to thank Goldie and Megan for having me here at this event. This is such an important event. I graduated from Roosevelt in May of 2013. I always knew I wanted to go to grad school. However, I had a family at a very early age. So as my children aged and got older, I realized, okay, now it's a good time to go back to grad school. But I had one tween, one teen. I had one kid in private school. I had extracurricular activities. I had house note, car note. Kids were on a payroll. Then another consideration came in. How do I afford to go to grad school? So as I looked into programs, I learned about the Goldie Initiative at Roosevelt University. Aha moment. At that time that I interviewed for the program, Goldie was around the table and I was accepted into the program and they offered scholarship. At the time of the Roosevelt tuition, at that time, it may have been between a half to a third of the tuition costs. So for me, that made the program more manageable, right? So as a single mother, that was very important to me and essential that I will be able to manage my finances with my family that I already had and be able to move myself forward through graduate school. So I was very appreciative of the Goldie Scholarship. I couldn't have completed the program without it. In addition to this program, I also got access to networking opportunities and to mentorship. The program facilitated the mentorship, which was also good. I had a separate mentor at the time, which was President Preckwinkle, and who is now my boss, my direct boss. So I'm here to express the importance of networking and getting to know people. We're here in this room, and Goldie said a couple of very important things. She talked about the impact study. A lot of people raise money, but you never really understand how that's impacting lives. She said over 200 people she's impacted in 17 universities, and we all kind of glazed over that. We need to give her a round of applause just for that. It's unbelievable, that dedication and commitment to move forward and continue to help lives. So in conclusion, I just wanted to say I am grateful for the opportunity that you gave me. I wouldn't be in the position that I am now without that further degree to substantiate my experience and my knowledge. So I thank you for that. And I would encourage you all to continue to mentor, give as Goldie has suggested, and enjoy this networking session. Thank you all.
All right. Are we having fun yet? I'll give a shout out to all the women in pink today. We got the memo. My name is Kelsey Cleland, and I am Program Director for the Goldie Initiative. I'm really excited to talk with you all today about our program. I know many of you are intimately familiar with it. Can I get a raise of hands again of the scholars, alumni in this room? So you've gone through it firsthand. But I want to make sure everyone knows how we've continued to elevate and advance that program over those 17 years. And where is my clicker? We'll keep going. And all those pillars of our program: scholarship for women in graduate school, mentorship from executive level mentors like yourselves, leadership development, and networking at a really high level. So together we'll start strong with scholarship. This past year, we've provided 34 scholarships to 17 universities across 10 states, which is really incredible. Those scholarships are $15,000, and it's over two years. So many of the women in this room are returning for their second year, and they'll get that $15,000. Those scholarships are funding master's degrees like you see on the screen: business, real estate, law, architecture, design. We support all women in commercial real estate. I can tell you firsthand right now, the scholarship is open, first of all, and I can say that the demand to be a Goldie Scholar has never been higher. Our acceptance rate for this past year was 33%, which means we had to turn away 2/3 of the eligible women who applied. That's why we're here and we're so passionate about growing and scaling our program, because we think all of these eligible women should have access to our high quality mentorship, for example. And what makes our mentoring so high quality is there's no AI, there's no algorithm. It's our 17 years, 18 years of experience, my 6 years of experience, taking into account each scholar's goals, their location, their companies that they want to be at, their personalities. There's some strong personalities in real estate. We take that into account too, to try to make the best matches possible. And this year was really exciting because we actually invested in training for these mentors. We brought in the CEO of the Center for Mentoring Excellence. Her name is Lisa Fain, and she did a workshop with our primary mentors, which was super well received. And even our most seasoned mentors came away with incredible breakthroughs. But that's just our primary mentoring. Everyone in here probably knows that there's many ways to be mentored through the Goldie Initiative. There's lots of mentorship rocket mentors in here and mentees. There's lots of formal and informal. We do lots of connecting here. And of course, the ultimate mentor herself, Goldie. But something new I want to talk about this year is what we've done to our leadership program. We have 34 scholars, and it's of the utmost importance that they all feel that they've had an incredible experience. So this year we did 34 individual leadership plans. I did one-on-one Zoom calls, 90 minutes with each one of them to talk about their goals, their personal brand, advocating for themselves, how to navigate success, both in the Goldie Initiative and in commercial real estate. So that was a really special event this year that I look to continue next year. But that's the individual side. We also bring them all together for some of our signature events like the Goldie Gala and our new Goldie Scholar Orientation, our annual Goldie Scholar Retreat. These bring everybody together, scholars, mentors, a really great time to make a cohesive cohort. And this year, all paid travel expenses. So you'll hear about how we're expanding, but we want our New Yorkers and our Bostonites to be here in Chicago to come to these events. And we don't want there to be a financial barrier. And of course, networking, the bread and butter of what we do, baked into what we've done from the very beginning. This year in particular, we have set aside a budget for each individual scholar to pick a membership organization that they want to join. So there's many membership organizations there around the corners with us. And we think it's extremely critical for them to be involved and to continue networking. And again, we don't want a financial barrier for that. Of course, there's many industry access events that we partner with many of our media partners to bring incredible quality commercial real estate events to the scholars as well. And then can't be remiss to mention our own incredible events. They're the best of the best. This year we had our Breakfast with Sheroes and our alumni events. And then here we are today. So we've come all the way around to the Impact Summit. So that's a little bit about what we do. Thank you all. I'm going to pass it back to Megan.
Thank you, Kelsey. Myra and Jessica, we appreciate you for sharing your stories and know that you will both continue to accomplish great things in the commercial real estate industry. And thank you also to Goldie for the warm welcome. Kelsey, thank you for your hard work and dedication this school year. I will now address how Kelsey's programmatic strategies have come together to create an impact on the commercial real estate industry and help us advance our mission. I'm starting with this list of Goldie Scholar and alumni job placements we have tracked just over this past school year. And actually, there's probably a few more in the room. I'm often asked to explain how does our strategy of supporting female graduate students directly change the commercial real estate industry. We strive to elevate more women and into the C-suite in our industry. Therefore, monitoring and tracking our scholars and alumni job growth is a sign of success. Their promotions and advancements in the industry are key performance indicators for the Goldie Initiative. While we celebrate these accomplishments, they are also quite important for us to show impact in the industry. This list is just one example of how we are making an impact as an organization. Another way for the Goldie Initiative to show our impact is financially. So you should all have in front of you, in addition to today's program, hot off the presses, a copy of our annual report 2023. Peruse this report for details on our organization's overall financial health, which is in very good order. One statistic that I'd like to point out is our annual cost per scholar. This slide is for the numbers, folks. I know there are a lot of you in the room. Shows how the Goldie Initiative is unique. No other organization in our industry is doing what we are doing. Goldie scholars each receive $22,000 in program benefits each year. Indeed, the annual scholarship dollars represent just 1/3 of those benefits. Kelsey outlined all of those additional program benefits for you earlier. This chart represents our annual financial investment in each and every Goldie scholar. While other scholarship granting organizations in our industry offer considerable financial scholarship awards, the Goldie Initiative stands out because of our commitment and to providing benefits above and beyond financial investment in our future female leaders. Today, we have heard about how these benefits come together to provide a cohesive program that helps our scholarship recipients lay the groundwork for successful careers. As we reflect on the amazing success of our current school year, we are also excited to look ahead. Here are some of the highlights of our 2024 through 26 strategic plan. Last summer, as pictured here, the Goldie Initiative Board of Directors held a strategic planning retreat at which we determined the direction for our organization's next few years. In addition to restating our mission, as you can see here and in our annual report, we have defined 3 distinct target areas for our organization's next step. Expand represents our efforts to grow our structure into the Northeast US, which I'll explain further in a moment. Engage focuses on efforts to strengthen our community, specifically alumni, mentors, and locals in expansion target efforts. And resource details changes to our infrastructure to create new avenues for fundraising beyond our highly successful Goldie Gala. We have already embarked on many activities as tactics in our new strategic plan, including the expansion of our recruitment, engagement, and programmatic activities in the Northeast US. Hopefully some on the Zoom are from that area. With a considerable portion of Goldie scholars attending graduate school programs in the Northeast, as well as a growing number of alumni, mentors, university contacts, and other stakeholders in major cities out east, the Goldie Initiative is actively engaged in community building in that region. One of the keys to the Goldie Initiative's success over the years here in the Midwest has been our commitment to relationship building with higher education professionals at our scholars' universities. Some of these professionals are here today. This strategy has been an important first step as we embark on our growth and expansion into new markets. I would like to end my comments with some highlights of the incredible recognition of our organization and individuals involved in our organization that have been awarded over the past school year. I mentioned the Commercial Real Estate Awards earlier, but that award is one amongst many received by the dedicated and hardworking leaders connected to the Goldie Initiative. Please join me in congratulating all of these stakeholders who have been recognized this year. Okay, Katie and Goldie, would you please come to present the fun part? This is the fun part of our program, celebrating some of the outstanding contributors to our mission this school year. Before we reveal the award winners, I would like to welcome Katie Kazas, our board president, to join me along with Goldie and Kelsey to assist in presenting our awards. You will hear more from Katie soon. But before your comments, I would like to recognize your hard work and commitment, Katie, as you stepped into this presidency in January of this year. Thank you. Okay, Kelsey, I'd like you to come help with the awards. Okay, our program book indicates the criteria we have, we'll start on that side. The criteria we have established for these new awards presentation intended to show gratitude and participation by our community and bring greater visibility to our important work. See page 6 for more information. Award winners, please come join us for a photo op and remain at the front for a group photo following the program. And after the program, we also welcome others who are scholars, mentors, and board members for a photo at the end of the program. So the Goldie Initiative would like to present our first Impact Summit Award of the Day to our Networker of the Year, Goldie Scholar Katrina Martin. Congratulations. There you go. Okay, we'll keep this moving. Thank you, Katrina. Okay. Our next award. Thank you, Katrina. Congrats. Our next award goes to our corporate champion, CIBC. Representing CIBC, our corporate champion award winner, Karen Case, was here earlier, and Katie Kazas will accept on her behalf. We already got the photo op, so she had to leave a little bit early. So congratulations, CIBC. The Goldie Initiative is committed to connecting leaders in our industry with our Goldie Scholar community. Therefore, we would like to present Mark Rose with our Trailblazer Award for Leadership. Please join us here, and thank you for your allyship and support of women in our industry. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And our final award is for mentorship, one of the most impactful pillars of the Goldie Initiative. The Mentorship Impact Award goes to Kirsten Hull. We are so grateful for your long-standing involvement and commitment to the Goldie Initiative. Okay. Thank you to all of the award winners and to those who support your important work that you do in our community. We are grateful to you. Okay, Katie, you're up next. Okay, sure.
You all deserve an award. But we don't have enough money to buy brochures or whatever it is for all of you. But you all are here because you deserve this award. And next year, we're going to find 4 more. But it all goes to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. Okay. For our final comments of the day, I welcome Board President Katie Kazas to the podium for some closing remarks. Following Katie's remarks, the formal program will conclude and we will end the Zoom. And Kelsey will run an informal information session for the next few minutes for our Goldie Scholar candidates who are here today. So see Kelsey. And anyone is welcome to stay and listen to Kelsey's presentation or remain until about 1:30 for further networking. Enjoy the views and thank you all for being here.
Hi. Kelsey, you won with pink, but I think yellow is a runner-up. Gold. I should know better. Never make that mistake again. Congratulations again to our award recipients. It's great to be here with all of you. Before we wrap up the formal program, we just wanted to take a minute to recognize and celebrate some other members of the Goldie Initiative community. So first, we'd like to thank all of you that contributed to the graduate campaign and included shout outs in the program books. Thank you. We'd also like to thank our staff for putting on this amazing event. Your dedication and your commitment to this initiative is evident in all that you do, and we are so grateful. Thank you. And we'd also like to call out some specific donors who have really gone above and beyond. First, the Onyx Ed Family Foundation, thank you for your scholarship support. To the Debbie Frank Legacy Fund, thank you for your named scholarship support. And to the McShane Companies, Chicago Title Insurance Company, and the Jack and Goldie Wolf Miller Fund, thank you for being $50,000 presenting sponsors for our 2024 Goldie Gala. These partnerships are allowing us to forge new paths for the Goldie Initiative, and it's very exciting. Now, if any of you would like to support the Goldie Initiative through either a sponsorship for the gala or for scholarship support, find a board member. We have lovely black ribbons. We're easy to spot. We're wearing bright colors. We'd love to talk to you about the additional benefits that wasn't already described here today. So, September 19th, I'll say it again, we moved to Union Station, so we have more room. We hope to see you all there. And one last time, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to us. Thank you.